Hello, everybody. My name is Mahael Abdul-Qawi. I'm the founder and representative of the Accountability Party for Human Rights, a political vanguard organization comprised of individuals of the working class, individuals who have chosen the path of self-awareness and self-understanding to become something more for themselves, for their loved ones, family, and friends, and then at large, if they can, if they're able to, the resources extend their self-awareness and self-understanding to their community at large. In this video, what I would like to say, I know it's been a while since my last video. As things progress in our society, as the world moves forward towards these dark times that we are currently living in, and the darker times that are coming, it is not as the way I see it is, it's not as you're demanding of me to make videos consistently every other day. More so, uh, I would rather take time to gather events and situations that occur in our society, and then highlight one specific thing as a focal point to everything else that is happening. And unfortunately, unfortunately, yesterday in Texas, there was um, there was a mass shooting at a school, and it's truly horrific, and it's disgusting to even having to talk about this and to use it as a focal point for what I would like to discuss. Um, Rest in peace to all the children who have been killed. It's been 19 confirmed kills, two adults, and it's just truly horrific. It's truly horrifying, and just despicable that these actions keep happening. And I don't want to take time to bash the shooter. We already know what he's done. His life was taken by the police who arrived. Um, so yeah, I don't want to spend time to bash the shooter. If anything, I want to honor the children who have passed in this tragedy, to two adults who have passed in this tragedy. But I also want to shout out because not even 2 weeks ago, there was a shooting last week as well, a mass shooting. There's been a shooting probably before, a mass shooting the week before that and the week before that. And I just want to honor all of those by using this video to really shine a spotlight on the sickness that is spreading across this country. Well, not even spreading, it's already in this society. There is a mental and spiritual sickness plaguing us right now that we are not acknowledging. For some, well, no, it's not for some weird reason. I know why the masses are ignoring it is because they've been brainwashed to ignore it, because they're not meant to focus on the fact that we are sick as a society. We live in a we live in a society where the American people are being evicted from their homes without understanding that not everybody is lazy. Not everybody can pay rent on time because they had a struggle, especially coming from a pandemic world. People are being evicted across this country. You see businesses being shut down. People are losing their way to live. Places that people should feel safe in, grocery stores where they have to deal with the stress of inflation on the very things that we need to survive. They can't feel safe in without it being shot up. Schools that are already a danger zone already, the way that we have treated children throughout this pandemic are now even more dangerous because of our American society, our American culture that I don't want to say condones, but fuels and it breeds these tragedies. What society breeds tragedies? And for those who want to rebuke the obvious that other countries aren't even close to the United States when it comes to mass shootings in 2022, but in our history alone, those who want to rebuke that and say, oh, these other countries are more strict, there's no freedom. The only reason why we have that is because we have the freedom for these possibilities. I think that's a very shitty excuse. It's a very inhumane, shitty excuse to say. You can have a society that promotes freedom, but you can also have a society that promotes freedom through self-awareness and self-understanding of the individual, that promotes healthy minds and healthy hearts and healthy souls. So that way people don't feel like there's no hope. So that way people don't feel like there's no hope and this hopelessness drives them to rob stores, to commit crimes, to shoot up an elementary school. That's not because we live in a country that promotes freedom. No, that's because we live in a country that promotes ego, and it promotes sickness, and it promotes the self, and it promotes mental instability. That's the society, that we are breeding, not a society of democracy. What you have yesterday is another example of the state that we are living in. Society is crumbling all around. Again, from people getting kicked out, from businesses being lost, to inflation rising up, to our own independence as human beings is being stripped away. These are all different facets. The mass shootings are one piece of this pie of different areas of our society that are just crumbling, that are a direct correlation to the decline in our mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Even physical. The fact that something like COVID is spread and vaccines are promoted instead of personal health, where we're promoted to have the cheaper option food because we're all surviving instead of being able to afford healthy living. Because when it comes down to paying bills, we would rather cut costs when it comes to what we consume just to make it another day or to feed our pleasures in terms of our dopamine highs. We'd rather fuel those than to promote actual health when it comes to food or substances or just matters that we as individuals need to become better. The tools, the resources, the information, the awareness is being stripped away from us, and it's not even. The crazy part is, it's not even being used for the higher elites. You would think, that the higher elites would take this and use it for themselves, right? No, they don't even use it for themselves. They're just as broken as we are, and that's the problem. It's broken people being led by broken people. A blind eye leads the blind. That's where we are at. It's not a matter of thoughts and prayers. It's not a matter of passing laws. All that is skewed. You can pass a law all day long. You can cancel this. You can restrict guns all you want. People are going to find anything. People who are broken are still going to spread their brokenness, regardless if it's through a gun, if it's through a law, if it's through words, whatever the fuck it may be. Brokenness is going to spread brokenness. We have to just stop looking for easy solutions and passing the blame onto politicians, celebrities, elites, tech CEOs. These people cannot fix us. We have to fix ourselves. And I'm saying this because in honor of these children who were just slain, for the children who have been slain, and for the children who were probably going to be slain. Nobody wants to hear it, but it's going to happen again. No law is going to fix this. Stop waiting for politicians. We, the people, can decide this. It is scary, the fact that we keep being complacent because people want to say, oh, I have no power. Voting doesn't mean anything. Oh, yeah, that's whatever. It's okay as long as I get to go out and drink and eat my easy fast food or frozen food and get to live in this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when kids are being slain every fucking day, when people can't pay for the food, when people can't pay gas to just drive to go see the people that they want to go see or go to the vacation that they need to just get a detox from the toxic ego and the capitalistic state that we live in. We can't even go on vacation to get away from this for a little bit when we have to constantly keep working to barely live in a place that we can afford. We don't even own anything anymore because we lost our independence. And it's sad. It's sad, and it's not even the current state of things that's sad. To me, what's sad is that the working class doesn't even know that we can dictate how we live. We can push forward the status quo. We can start beginning to take the steps to fix ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, within our own tribe, within our own communities. And this is how it extends to each other. And this is how we begin to dictate what happens. And of course, is there going to be sick here and there cases of people who are sick and they lash out violently, aggressively towards each other? Yes. But to the number that it is now, to the degree that we are facing now, people have to admit that we are sick. That's the first step. That's the first awareness we have to accept, because if we do not accept that, we will constantly look to people that we put in power to fix our lives. People who are broken that we keep putting in the chair of influence, to these laws that we keep waiting to be passed. We don't understand that we can do that. And it's not a pipe dream. And that's what they want you to think. They want you to think that and that's how deep rooted these evil clutches are. They want you to think that you don't have the power to dictate your life, that we don't have the power to dictate our lives. That's the real evil to all this. That's the real ugliness of the sickness. It's not even the fact that these people are doing these evil things or promoting these evil things or allowing these evil things to happen. It's the fact that the people, and by the people, I'm not talking about, again, these people who had that's a small group. We, the masses, the majority, can dictate this. We can literally change the tides if we just believe that, or not even believe, if we accept that we have this, because it is there. It's not politics anymore. It's not politics. It's a matter of the soul. We're fighting for the soul. We're not fighting for country rights or shit like that. We're fighting for the right to just fucking live. A right to fucking live in peace the way we choose. Not people who only want power. Not their way of choosing. Our way of choosing. That rests in us, not them. And inshallah, we fucking understand this, because the more we don't, the more we're going to fall.